Okay, this is like halfway through class because I forgot to record. So if you're going back to watch this video, you missed part. So hopefully you don't forget that part. Okay, we're going over a you have an equal sign. Inequalities don't have equal signs. Okay. Yeah. So far, yeah. Yeah. You still need an X somewhere. Where's your Y? Gotta have a Y, and then your inequality, and then an X plus something. Okay, so let's think about this line. We'll kind of go over this together. Our line. I'll start with this. Y equals, and we'll just kind of erase this as we go along. Okay, so what is my y-intercept? 0. Do I need to put 0? No, I could if I wanted to, but I don't have to. Okay, what is my slope? Oh, wait, you have it wrong. Okay, how far are we moving up? 1, that goes on top. How far are we moving to the right? 3. So it should be 1/3. So remember, you move up first and then to the right. Okay? So now I've replaced my M and my D. I need to replace that equal sign. I don't want the equal sign there. Okay? So, did I shade above or below the line? Below, so does that mean greater than or less than?
Less than.
Less than. And is it solid or dashed? Dashed, does that mean it doesn't have the equal to there? No. This is the answer. Y is less than 1/3 X. Which makes sense because Y is less than, they show things down below. Okay, try this one, B. Okay, remember to start with that Y equals MX plus B and substitute stuff. Is this slope going to be positive or negative? Negative, because it's going downhill as you move left to right. Move up and down first. How far do you move up and down? That number goes on top. How far do you move down? Yes, left to down. Good, so far good there. Okay, plus B. Okay, where does it cross the Y on? Crosses right here. What number is that one? 1. Okay, so replace B with 1. Okay, and then we figure out our slope. Okay, we said it was negative. Okay, how far down do we move from here to here? Here to here. 2 and over 1. 2 over 1. But negative. Okay, plus 1. Oh, your X. Your X. Plus 1. Okay, and now is did you shade above or below, or did they shade above or below? below. Okay, so that's greater than or less than. Yep, that was greater than.
Oh.
Okay, and then is it solid or not?
Oh.
Solid, so do we include the line underneath? Okay. You can just write it down. Yeah, if you don't have to, I know what you got. Okay, so we look at this. Okay. Put something around. Okay, so if we look at this one, where did it cross the y-axis?
Two.
At +1. So I'm going to erase and replace the b with a 1. What is my slope? -2, because I went down to 1, 2, over 1. So I could write 2 over 1, or I could just write -2. Okay, now my line is drawn. I need to replace the equal sign with my inequality. Okay, did I shade above or below the line? Below. So am I going to do greater than or less than?
Less than.
Less than. And the line is solid, so I'm going to put the equal to thing underneath.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Any questions on this so far? A little different. Just make sure you put the inequality cases in. And the slope, make sure you go up and down first, and then left to right. Do we want to include something? Well, I don't know. Okay, one more example. And it's a story problem type stuff. Okay. Oh no, this is a story problem stuff. Okay. What is different about this inequality on the board compared to the inequalities we were working with before? What's different about it? I've got x is greater than or equal to 3. What's different now? Instead of a y, we have an x. Do we have a y anywhere?
No.
No. We have just the x. Okay, let's think about if we were graphing this on a number line. Okay, I'm just going to put 3 right there. I would graph this how? Okay, would I put a solid dot or a circle on 3? Solid. Okay, and then where would I draw my arrow? To the left or the right?
Right.
To the right. Okay, because I want to show everything greater than 3. Everything here is greater than 3. Agreed? Okay. Drawing it on the coordinate plane is going to be almost exactly the same. Okay. Oh, they did it here too. Okay. They did it on number line. You can think about it as x plus 0y is greater than or equal to 3. So the inequality is true for all y's whenever x is greater than or equal to 3. So you can imagine stacking copies of the solution on the number line on top of each other, one for each y value. The combined solution, scratched on the number line, make up the shaded region on the coordinate plane. Okay, so instead of just putting a singular dot on 3, we're going to draw a whole line on 3. This is where x equals 3. Everything up and down from that. gonna have a straight line, either a horizontal line, or this is a vertical, either a vertical line if you're given the x coordinate, or a horizontal line if you're given the y. Okay, so think about this. Okay, if I have a coordinate plane, okay, and I want everywhere that y is less than 2. Okay, if I look on my y-axis, 2 is right here. Okay, so my line's going to pass through that. Will my line be solid or dashed?
Yeah.
Dashed, because there's no line underneath there. Okay, this is everywhere that y is equal to 2. We don't want to know where y is equal to 2. We want to know where y is less than 2. Where are the y's less than 2?
No.
Below. Boom, you're done. There's no lot in here. Okay, it is the same thing. Dash line on 2, shaded below. Okay, so this is going to incorporate stuff from like chapter 2 when we were graphing the lines. Anything with a y and no x is going to be horizontal. Anything with an x and no y is going to be vertical. Okay, let's try this one. We'll do it together because I have to move it with the mouse. We've got y is greater than -2. Okay, so where does y equal -2? First off.
At 2.
At -2, not at +2, at -2. Okay, and then does it equal -2 left and right or up and down? Like, is my line going to look like this? Is this everywhere that y equals -2? Or is it going to look like this?
Like
Yeah. It's not perfectly straight, but you get the idea. Okay. Is the line going to be solid or dashed?
Yeah.
Dashed. Okay, so that's right. And then are we going to shade above or below? Above. We want y greater than -2. All these y's are greater. There you are. Okay, this one's gonna have an X in it, I think. Okay, oops, too far. Okay, this one has X less than or equal to 1. Okay, so they went by 2s, I don't know why. So right here is where X equals 1 on the number line, or on the X axis. Am I gonna have a horizontal line or a vertical line? Vertical line, because X also equals 1 up here, here, way down here at the bottom. Okay, we want numbers that are less than or equal to 1. So is my line going to be solid or dashed?
Solid.
Good. And then are we going to shade on the left or the right?
Left.
Left, because we want numbers less than 1. Okay, an easy way to check. 0. Okay, is 0 less than 1? Yes, so it has to be included in the shading. 4 is not less than 1, so it should not be included in that shading. Okay. What questions do any of you have? Hmm? Yeah, but instead, well, it was like this. They gave us the inequality and we graphed it. And then, so like, let me go back to example 1. So what we did yesterday. But we still use those same rules. So the stuff I handed you this morning, it works for this step. So here they gave us the inequality, and then we had to graph that on the graph, on the coordinate plane. So we first, like, we can draw the line, y equals x minus 1, okay? But then you got to think about the sign, okay? This tells us that equal to means it's going to be a solid line, so I can keep it solid. And we want where y is less than the line, so we would shade below. Oops. So they kind of just went through it step by step. But yeah, so it's going to be kind of like the opposite of what we did today. Instead of writing an inequality, you have to graph the inequality. But it's no different than like drawing the line and then deciding where to shade. That's really it. I think you saw at the end of class where I showed like the little, like when you're doing the assignment, you're gonna have a line button, but then over on the right, you can make it solid or dashed. And then right next to it on the left side, there's a little paint bucket, and that's where you can shade. Okay, so it shouldn't be like a lot of work. Like you don't have to sit there and shade by hand. You should be able just to do it like with a couple clicks. And you can do it step by step. So draw the line, decide if it's solid or dashed, and then do your shade. So you don't have to know everything all at once. You can do it step by step. Any other questions from anyone? Okay, that's where I'm gonna stop video, I guess, or recording it for today, because you guys can just have time to work on your assignment.